Hey everybody, Drew here for Drew Underground here on YouTube.com. Coming back at you with another live stream. This Breaking Rocks episode 39, I think. Let me get my notebook here. Yep, and as you guys see, we gotta talk about Steven Crowder getting a 2-week ban off YouTube. Nord's got a few things that he wants to talk about too, and we gotta do this quickly because Nord's got plans today. So, on that note, everybody, we might as well start with what you got first and end with Crowder. Does that sound fair? Yeah. 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 So, with Cheney getting defeated in the primaries and whatnot, so obviously she won't be a senator or whatever anymore. Yeah, but in her concession, yeah, and in her concession speech, she basically compared herself to Abraham Lincoln. Yeah, level of yeah, yeah. It's it seems to me that establishment politicians on the right or the left, Democrat or Republican, fancy still living in the time of Abraham Lincoln. So in the time of it's I would say it seems like both parties fancy living during the time of slavery. You know, yeah, yeah. All it's gonna do, much like we talked about yesterday with Nexus and Get Woke and Going Broke, get woke and become unelectable at that point. Mm-hmm. 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 You could, therefore, you can make the case for her dad, Dick, being in the same boat as her. Then, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I would also dare say the enemy of these people is the general public too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Which that reminds me about a video from Samson. So, which was 46 equals 13. Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of things that suck, uh, She Hulk, like you want to talk about. Yeah. Yeah. And in the show, yeah. And in the comics, She Hulk gets her powers through a blood transfusion because Hulk tried to save her life from an accident or something, right? In the in the sh- in, in in the show, she saves his life from said accidents. Okay, then how the fuck did she get her powers then? From her period? Yeah, yeah. So they are trying to write how she gets her powers without saying that a man saved her. Good luck. But they still have to figure out how she got her powers from Hulk without him helping her. There's only one direction I feel that they're willing to take, and that's woman raping a man and taking his powers at that point. It's all fucking stupid. And at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter anymore because who gives a shit about this anymore? And by way of ruining the Captain American character, in the exact same moment, you also ruined Falcon as well. At the exact same time. Thor's dead. They ruined him. Although you can make the case that they ruined him in Endgame. Yeah. 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 Thank you for telling me that the person I'm talking to is online Xbox Live. I appreciate it. Yeah, because the notification just popped up for me saying Desert Nord's online. Oh, really? I had no idea. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, fuck.
We're supposed to look forward to something here? Oh, Miss Marvel 2 or something?
I just realized something. I just boomered everything. The speaker that you've been coming from has been mute the whole time.
Oh, yeah?
Well,
So nobody heard any of this yet?
well, they can hear you now, although nobody's in the chat to say anything, so I didn't fucking know.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. I'll just, commit it to memory and move on.
Yeah. We could go over the highlight of the Cheney thing before we move on. Long story short, well,
Yeah.
you might as well say your part about Cheney quickly and move on, because
Well,
nobody heard the original.
She got BTFO'd in the Wyoming primary. She won't be a senator after January. So thank God and good riddance.
Yeah. And the fact that she compared herself to Abraham Lincoln didn't help her fucking image either.
Yeah, just add more to the clown show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But on that note, Steven Crowder got a 2-week ban from streaming on YouTube. So
Yeah.
I guess Not next week, but the week after, he should be back on that Monday, then. Right?
Yeah, and it's all because he decided to have Carrie Lake on. Oh my God, what a sin! And then she decided to talk about the election. How fucking dare anybody question the election of 2020 still? How long are they going to hold up that bullshit? How long are they going to do that? How long are they going to forbid people from saying anything about 2020? Forever? Like, we're never ever going to be able to talk about 2020?
Yeah.
Like, ever? Without getting thrown off the sites and banned because we're bad people for even questioning anything?
All I know is this: our initial coverage of the 2020 election, that video is still up on the channel. Has not been messed with by YouTube whatsoever.
Yeah.
So.
And we weren't that candid. About saying, look, the whole thing was kittywampus, and it looked kittywampus, and it was.
Mm-hmm.
So, fucking bite me, YouTube. Fucking bite me, whatever. Whoever wants to censor me about it, fucking bite me. It was not clean. Fuck you for saying so. It was not a clean election.
Mm-hmm. But then again, what election was in the last however many years?
The important thing is, like, these stupid fucks forgot that they spent 4 fucking years talking about how 2016 wasn't a clean election. It's like, okay then. We're not having clean elections anymore. This is a problem. How about we fucking address it instead of treating each other like assholes for saying so? How about we address it?
Yeah.
Instead of only addressing it when we lose.
Because they're hypocrites, that's why.
No, I know. And it is that everybody's, become hypocrites about it because election security is unimportant when Democrats win, and it's unimportant when Republicans win, depending on who you're talking to. It's unimportant when you win, then you're not serious.
Yeah.
And so when Democrats get bent over and spread and torn in two by the next cycle here, I hope they are remembering that they said clean elections were a thing here, that elections were fucking clean. Okay, they're clean. Then don't you come back and tell me, oh, they were all fucked up and there was fraud everywhere. Like, oh, really?
They will only say that because they would have lost handily at that point.
Correct. And that's the thing we're going to have to witness here, is them getting BTFO'd and then saying it wasn't legit. Just the classic back and forth at that point. The whole conversation becomes a joke, a clown show of its own right.
Yeah.
Like, address problems fairly. Do not say, oh, well, they lost, therefore they're sore losers. We fucking not going to look at anything because we don't want to, because we don't, have a reason to, because we won. That's ridiculous. Everyone knows the cheater doesn't think they cheated or won't admit they cheated. We all know that. But yet they want to act like, well, just because they lost, that's why they want to say that there was something wrong. It's like, yeah, guess what? That's going to happen in both directions, and it already has. So how about we address things? How about we look at things? How about we just talk about it? Instead of censoring each other and banning each other from platforms for even questioning anything. That's ridiculous. So the fact that Crowder's got 2 weeks off because he hosted Carrie Lake, well, guess the fuck what? Carrie Lake's going to be our new governor in Arizona in after November. So you're going to have to fucking deal with it, you two.
Mm-hmm.
Get used to seeing her face and hearing her voice. But she ain't done, and she ain't over. This ain't over. In fact, you probably just got her elected with your bullshit by censoring Crowder.
Yeah, and all you're doing is getting more people wanting to go watch Louder with Crowder when it comes back in a week or so.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, and then, and the guy is, at that point, actually a victim of censorship. He is now actually a victim of censorship.
And it's also not the first time that Crowder has had issues with YouTube either.
No, yeah.
It's like, the 100th, the millionth, whatever time?
Yeah, he's constantly dealing with censorship. He's constantly dealing with things he's not allowed to talk about.
And God knows that's why he started Mud Club and whatnot.
Yeah.
So he could say what he needs to say. But on that note, do you have anything else? Bro? Are you still there?
Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Are you still there?
Yeah, my remote died. I apologize.
Okay. Do you have anything else that you want to discuss or bring up or talk about or whatever?
Well, I just wanted to say one last thing about the Crowder thing. It's like I understand that Steven Crowder is not 100% right 100% of the time.
No, nobody ever is.
But being 100% 100% of the time, 100% correct 100% of the time, is not something that is required to not be censored. Because if it were, everyone would be censored. No one would be allowed to post a video, post an interview, ever, anywhere, on any network, on any channel, on any program. Because it happens to everyone.
And that's one other thing about Crowder and his streams and show. He always produces and shows his sources every fucking time.
Sure, and most would argue that he tries his best to be highly accurate, and he often is.
Yeah.
In fact, he sometimes is right on the dot. So it's really bullshit for them to treat him like he's some kind of smear merchant or some kind of lie, factory or whatever. Whatever they're trying to do there is completely politically biased and bullshit. It needs to stop. They are not going to like a society where the shoe is on the other foot.
Crowder, is, in some ways, is comparable to Alex Jones.
Well, yeah, with the level of censorship, yeah, obviously,
and also with some of their information too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, Alex Jones just says whatever, and he's not afraid of wording it in interesting ways. But as it is.
But yeah, the deplatforming of Alex Jones only made him stronger, and even they say so themselves at this point. So, guys, have some wisdom. Stop this shit. Stop censoring people you disagree with, because it's only going to make them stronger. It's only going to make them more powerful, more popular, more stronger. So why would you do that?
Because they're short-sighted and they can't see beyond their own stupid little misguided whatever the hell's going on in their heads.
You think if you deplatform a popular YouTuber and turn his show off, you think no one's going to notice that? You think no one's going to care? You think everyone's just like, oh, well, I guess he's gone. I guess we just move on to something else. Like, we're all brain-dead fucking consumer zombies like you guys are, and we just move on to whatever's next. Like, no. A lot of us would be fighting mad if you try to do that to our favorite, content creators, hosts, or whatever.
Yeah.
We're fighting mad, and we're not going to give up. We're not just going to turn around and say, oh, well, I guess our favorite guy's gone now. Like, we're not idiots. We know what the hell's up. So stop with the censorship bullshit. It's counterproductive, even if you care about being productive to your own cause. It's counterproductive even in that regard. And all it does is make them stronger. So just stop,
Yeah. So on that note, if we got nothing else, are you going to be beyond getting together with our sister and family? Are you going to be up to anything after that?
Oh, yeah, well, I should be back available in the evening, late evening. Yeah, if you and Joshy wanted to do some gaming or whatever.
We'll see what happens, because I do know that I have to be at work at 3:30 in the morning, so who knows?
I see he got lucky and he got the loot boxes for the High Eye event.
For Elder Scrolls Online?
Yeah, he linked an Amazon Prime account. That's how he got that.
Okay.
But he didn't tell me what was in them, because I don't even think he opened it yet. I don't think it got in yet. He just claimed it is all.
Well, we'll see what happens. I'm not going to make any promises to do any streaming tonight, because I don't know how tired I'm going to be potentially by the time you're back online again, or what time that will even be.
Yeah. That's
But
fine.
but if I have the energy and if I don't feel like I don't have to go to sleep before I go to work in the morning, we might at that point. But it all depends on
Yeah.
when we're all awake, alert, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, Tuesday after work, I'll probably do something on Twitch. And then Wednesday at some point, Chunk the Punk and I are supposed to be streaming Arcadeageddon on the gaming channel on YouTube on Wednesday at some point.
Yeah.
Hopefully Wednesday morning, but we'll see what happens. But until then, I will see you guys on Twitch or YouTube on the gaming channel soon. Until then, be safe, be well. Fuck Naughty Dog, Raylos are weird. Welcome to the rebellion. Welcome to the underground of the rebellion. That was. Fuck Naughty Dog, Raylos are weird. Fuck Disney, fuck Star Wars, fuck EA and Madden.
And Marvel at this point.
And Marvel, and fuck Joe Biden.
Yeah, and let's go Brandon.
And we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Arguably the shortest one.